What it do, folks? It's the Beat Chef from Watch the Damn Tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. To my new subscribers, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the show. I hope you get something from the content. From my day ones, thank you for helping me continue to build this platform and keep this WNBA conversation pushing. The Lynx, #1 team in the league, traveled to Las Vegas to play the Aces. These teams played last week. Last week they were getting beat so bad that Becky Hammon pulled the starters in the third quarter. This one started out with a run. 14-5 at the 6-minute 18-second mark. Just a lack of defense in this game for the Aces. Kirsten Bell was starting. Jewel Lloyd was on the bench, coming off the bench. They said that was something that Jewel Lloyd decided at this point in her career. Nah, it was a joint decision. I talked about this over 2 months ago, and I said then, Jewel Lloyd, she's over that greatness mark. She's on the downside of her career, and for her mental health, it's better for her to come off the bench and have one singular focus: score, be the primary scorer for the second unit. And she did that today. She actually performed well in that role, coming off the bench. So I commend her for that. Defensively, she ain't there. Defensively, they were getting cooked early. Kayla McBride put on a show. 9 points on 3 of 3 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. It was 25-13 at that point. Alana Smith's in foul trouble. Jessica Shepard comes in. She's dominating in the paint. They had 40 plus points in the paint and were shooting threes at a high clip. So this was a full-on assault. Kayla McBride ended the first quarter with 12 points on 4-4 from the three-point line. She hit a shot. She hit a three-pointer at 33 seconds left in the third quarter. I mean, it was the worst defense. She's already smoked them. She's already hit threes. She's a proven three-point shooter in the league, one of the better three-point shooters in the league, and they were leaving her wide open, and she was killing them. Second quarter starts. Jessica Shepard looked like she had the turbo button from a Nintendo game, pushed down and locked and loaded. She was sprinting down court, beating players down court, getting easy baskets. It was 40-17 at the 8-minute and 20-second mark. Vegas is playing like it's a preseason game, like they don't care. It was 55-29 at the 2-minute and 51-second mark, and Kayla McBride must have got a signal from somebody to cook. Minute 35-second mark, McBride is getting covered by Jewel Lloyd. She's almost touching the Aces logo at half court. She shoots three, bam, bottom of the net. They go back down court. She gets a steal. Comes down at, it's like a minute 17. She hits another three. I mean, right on the break. I mean, full stop, pull up. They go back down, get another stop. They swing the ball around. Jewel Lloyd, instead of going in front of the screen, goes around the screen. Kayla McBride's in the exact same spot she shot the last three from. She hits a three. She hits another three with 42 seconds. So in that little bitty span, Kayla McBride scored 9 points and was 8 of 8 to finish the quarter. Then finish the half with 24 points. Tied a WNBA record with Ron Howard for the most three-pointers in a half. It's 67-33 at halftime. This is with Asia Wilson, Jackie Young all playing, Chelsea Gray, everybody that was on the Olympic team damn near was in this game, and they were putting the beat down on the Aces. At the halfway mark of the third quarter, Becky Hammon waves the poncho flag once again. We don't want no more. She subs the entire starting lineup out the game. At this point, I'm looking at Cheryl Reeve. you need to do likewise. It was 74-41 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. It was 82-44 at the 2 minute and 21 second mark. It was 87-47 at the minute and 24 second mark. They're shooting 70% from the field. Total annihilation. The only person that's actually playing for the Aces is Jewel Lloyd, who was a bench player in this game. It's 92-49 with 39 seconds left. Napheesa Collier goes up after a missed shot and rolls her ankle on a teammate, and she rolled it bad. I mean, to the point where she couldn't get up. They got back from commercial, excuse me, and she was getting carried off, but she was still on her own power a little bit. I don't know why Cheryl Reeve, when they waved the flag, get your players out the game. It was like a couple seconds left. The quarter ends. Ridiculous. Cheryl Reeve, coaching malpractice. Fourth quarter, she got the hint. She pulled all the starters out. They went scrub ball, and they only scored 9 points in a professional basketball game. I watched on Thursday the Mystics and the Valkyries. They had a fourth quarter similar to this. The Mystics scored 12 and the Valkyries scored 6. It was by far the worst basketball game quarter-wise I'd seen this year. I didn't even want to do a show on it, so I just scrapped it because it was so bad. 68-67. This fourth quarter was similar for the Aces. This team, I thought it was Kelsey Plum. It's bigger than Kelsey Plum leaving. It's coaches. It's the chemistry on this team. It's a lot going on with the Aces. They're still in the 8th spot. You don't want to be in the 6th, 7th, and 8th spot. Them teams are constantly flipping. You don't even want to be in the 9th spot because now the Sparks are starting to catch steam, and they're on the cusp of getting the 8th spot. You don't want to be in any one of those spots. Any one of them teams could rotate at any time. Know this though, if Napheesa Collier is healthy and you're the 8th spot, it's an automatic L in that first round. I don't care who you are. If you're playing the Minnesota Lynx in the first round of the playoffs, I think it's best of 5 this season, you will be going home. That's a guarantee. They play team basketball. They play defense well. This was a slaughter. 111-58. 111-58. The majority of the players in this game were at those negotiations, and it ain't went well since they went to those negotiations for a lot of these teams and a lot of these players. Second largest margin of victory in WNBA history. Number 1 team is the Comets, and they're not even around anymore. That's how long it's been since somebody got dusted like this. This was an absolute clinic on getting your butt whooped, just like it was last week when they were getting the doors blown off. Bridget Carlton was 6 points. Alana Smith was in foul trouble. She had 7. Napheesa Collier got hurt, only played 26 minutes, had 18 points. Kayla McBride, 24 points. She shot 2 3-pointers in the second half, trying to get a record to break the record for the most in a game, which is 9, or tied at least. She ended up with 24. Courtney Williams only had 9 points. Jessica Shepard played well off the bench. 27 minutes, had 18 points. Kokondova had 8. Everybody was balling. Koso had 4. Natisha Heidemann had 7. 3 or 4 from 3. They ended up shooting 59% from the field and 63% from 3-point. Good grief. This was an ass whooping. And this was on national TV. And y'all talking about y'all want some money. No, y'all need some help. Nalissa Smith, garbage. 7 points. Kirsten Bell starting is a joke. 4 points. Asia Wilson, 4 of 11, 22 minutes, only had 10 points. Chelsea Gray was 1 of 6, 3 points. Jackie Young fell off the map, 6 points. Stokes with 3, Gustafson with 6. Jewel Lloyd, like I said, was the was the class of that team, 12 points on 5 of 10. By far, probably her best shooting game percentage-wise this season. Dana Evans only had 1 point, and Aaliyah Nye in mop-up duty. She had played 21 minutes, only had 6 points. They shot 34% from the field. 34%. This is professional basketball. And they shot 34%. Shot 30 from three-point line and shot 50. 50% from the free throw line. And they want a pay raise. Whew. Man, if I could say what I want to say, this was you can't shine a turd up like this. And these poor announcers, these ESPN, Sheena Anderson, say sometimes you got to just keep it a buck. You can't glaze over this type of ass whooping in the fourth quarter and make it sound like it's competitive basketball. You can't say A'ja Wilson is an MVP candidate. Scratch A'ja Wilson's ass off of any MVP conversation. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. You can't have an MVP on a barely 500 team. They're under 500. They're a joke. They're a joke. They were a top seed last season. Now they're barely clinging. They're closer to Chicago than they are to New York. So trust me, ain't no MVPs on no losing teams. Sorry, no. I don't care what they want to make A'ja Wilson out to be. You're not an MVP candidate this season. You're not a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Ain't no candidate for no award on the Aces. Because they playing like asses. But let me know what you thought about this game if you watched it. Leave your comments below, please. This was a drubbing. I mean, I'm serious. Just watch the first half. That's all you got to watch is the first. You don't even have to watch the third quarter. But Cheryl Reeve better hope Napheesa Collier is okay. Because if this team only goes as Napheesa goes, that's the one mistake Minnesota did, and Cheryl Reeves has done it a couple times this season. But let me know your thoughts. Until next time, folks, peace.